What's going on, guys? Hope all is well. So today I wanted to talk through and rate my experience with the Ice Shaker bottle, the updated edition with the more current lids in particular. Now, plenty of people I know in different areas of my life as a dad, a husband, a fitness trainer and consultant, and a business world guy have either some kind of a shaker bottle or a water bottle or a fruit infused drink or cup of some sort, and they cycle through these at various rates. And for plenty of us out there who are just trying to stay hydrated on a daily basis, to drink maybe a protein shake or other drink here or there, to nurse something throughout the day, and just have something on the go conveniently when we need it, we're looking for something durable and reliable and that we can turn to consistently. And I think more than that, maybe something that is the all-purpose bottle or the Swiss Army knife, if you will, of bottles. So with that in mind, here's my review and breakdown of the Ice Shaker bottle. And by the end of this video, you'll know where I stand, my rating, and hopefully be more informed while you're at it. So let's jump into it. All right, let me note a couple of quick clarifiers. First, while I'm not an expert on all things shaker bottles, I have personally tried most of the mainstream brands out there, at least 4 or 5 different ones, over the last several years. And admittedly, I am a little bit picky when it comes to my bottles, but for me, as someone who uses these every day, it matters. And then, secondly, I do want to clarify that when I reference comparisons to the competition in this review, I'm talking about bottles that have primary shaker capability, not primary water bottles. And I'm not considering anything motorized or electronic either. Okay, structure and quality. The bottle materials, first of all, are made with kitchen grade stainless steel and they're double wall vacuum insulated. What does that really mean? Well, the kitchen grade or food grade stainless steel here refers to the finish of the steel virtually eliminating the possibility of bacteria growth while also being easy to clean. And the double wall vacuum seal refers to two separate walls separated by air and the ability to effectively keep liquid at the temp you want it to be for a long time. Both good things, obviously. The strong quality of the stainless steel here for me is a standout. And let me just say, as someone that has used so many of these bottles over the years, that this material is the way to go over even high quality BPA free and phthalate free plastic, in my opinion. Even glass. With plastic, I have dealt with smell and odor. Dishwasher grime can build up over time, and on that front, my challenge has been whether I'm hand washing with a cleaning tool or in the dishwasher. Consistently, I found there were small particles of grime and residue that would still linger. Not at first, but after several months of usage, I began to notice. Additionally, I found the plastic to be more susceptible to odor more quickly after drinking a protein shake. I mean, if it wasn't washed really well very quickly, it was a problem. Finally, some people, including myself, do have some potential health concerns over the use of even BPA offerings. A study featured in the Journal of Current Biology last year helps to highlight this, and I'll link it below for anyone interested. The study I'm referencing was done on mice. But for me personally, it has given me pause, and I don't really want to wait more years to see if they confirm the same sort of findings and concerns that they found in humans. So, when paired with the aforementioned concerns, moving on from plastic bottles was a no-brainer for me. With glass, the more limited experience I've had with the glass options that I've tried has been that they do break too easily, and on a more minor level, I've had some leakage issues. In short, for me, they just aren't durable enough. They seem too fragile. I don't know about you, but I have dropped my share of shaker bottles on the floor a few times. And I want to talk about insulation ability as well. For those that sip on a drink throughout the day and want their liquid to stay the same temp for a while, check this out. So I set up a rudimentary experiment up in my dining room, and I put just 5 ice cubes in the ice shaker bottle here, and then 5 in your competitor's model at the same time. I then put the lids on and waited to see kind of how it would turn out. Well, sure enough, waiting for how long the cubes would melt took almost 10 hours for the competitor. Not bad, by the way. But the ice shaker here, 3 times better. Yep, almost 30 hours until the ice fully melted, guys. And with stainless in general, you get that durability over time. It's a superior material, you know. And for me, anyway, better functionality and some good peace of mind. All right, design. So as for design, aesthetics of the bottle, clean lines first of all, streamlined look, and I really like and respect that even for the larger size offerings like this 36-ounce one that I typically use, they all fit in standard size cup holders, which is nice. Some models have some nice side grooves in them, like this one for gripping, which I like. And a good variety of colors and patterns are out there as well. I like that you can do even a little customization and engraving. You can personalize them a bit, kind of make them your own if you choose. And on the inside of the bottle, measurement markings are ingrained in both millimeters and ounces in increments of 5. This is excellent. I have not encountered a product that has a clear actual measurement markings and increments in both ounces and milliliters on both the inside of the bottle. I've seen them on the outside of the bottle, which is hard for me and maybe some others when you're trying to pour and you're having to look on the outside and gauge where the liquid level's at. Then you gotta look back on the inside as you pour. I've seen hash marks and lines on the inside of the cup, sure, to go along with markings on the outside, but not both on the inside. With the inside, it's easy. I can look right inside, my eyes stay fixed. I can conveniently see into the cup that I'm pouring into without having to lift the cup up or move my eyes around or move my neck around, trying to look outside, then back inside, then back outside. You get the idea. Sure, maybe not a big deal, but I think another subtle plus for the ice shaker. Let's talk about the mixing mechanism next. First, note that it is plastic from a material standpoint. It twists and secures easily. It can be easily cleaned, especially with a good bottle brush. And that in and of itself isn't any kind of differentiator. But the fact that it secures to the inside of the bottle here will be a plus for some compared to an unsecured mixing device that rolls or shakes around the inside of the bottle. There are both types of offerings on the market, and for me personally, this secured type here is just more practical. The main reason, it doesn't make much noise. An annoyance and a small challenge for me has been using the bottle with the moving mixer inside making noise kind of pinging back and forth against the inside of the bottle. And this has frequently reared its head for me in my work environment and was especially challenging if I was in a meeting. So, look, a good portion of my time is spent in an office-based job in an environment that is generally a little bit quieter. So this may be more of a challenge for me than for others. But that being said, there are other situations where this might be, at the very least, a slight distraction, even if just for a moment. Maybe you're in the middle of a conversation and you can't hear as well for a few seconds, or you have to talk a little bit louder briefly, for example. In any case, a nice plus. With the lid, while this piece itself is not stainless, strong durable plastic has been used here, and I want to highlight a few features that I think really set this apart. The handle is much thicker and substantial and sturdy than I've been used to working with. When I grip it, it allows me to put a good 4 fingers to fully grip and pick it up, unlike others that have a small loop where I can fit maybe 1 or 2 fingers in. And even with the bigger, more accommodating handle, by the way, I can still clip it onto a travel bag or a backpack just like the smaller ones. And believe me, I have tried this out on many a vacation and even a business trip or two. So it's great. The pop top on the lid is also top notch. I am a borderline admitted germaphobe, and so the finger guard under the lid here that keeps grime out and keeps the fingers from touching the part that you drink out of, I love. Um, Additionally, this is something that is out there, but most offerings don't have that. I also love the way the pop top opens. I am not a fan of the twist cap. I tried them before. It takes a little bit more effort and time to unscrew, but the pop top is simpler and faster. And this has what I would call two settings: a loose setting where you can just close it a little bit, followed by a more secure close when you push it all the way down. Really like this feature. When I'm actually down in a shake and taking sips every few seconds, then I want the loose setting where I can just easily flip it open and close with minimal effort, right? If I'm drinking more over time, maybe it's a water that I'm nursing for the day, or I'm going to take it with me somewhere. I'm not going to be sipping it too often, or my little kiddos are trying to get their hands on it or something. I like that fully closed setting. Again, a nice and subtle feature that for me has some practical value. And speaking of spilling, as long as I've got the cap fully on in the closed setting and the lid screwed on tight, in my experience, no issues with this at all as far as spillage or leaking. In practical terms, when you put it all together, this is my universal daily cup of choice. On their site, Ice Shaker says you can use this cup for just about anything and take it almost anywhere. And based on my experience with these, I have to agree. Yes, the usual suspect places like the gym and at work, of course, but even well beyond that. And I think a good example of that is carrying maybe a fruit infused drink at the pool. Aside from that, or keeping something cold all the way for hours at a time. The slits in the mixer are just enough to not let the fruit fall into the liquid. I do have a couple of suggestions that I think might be worth some consideration for Ice Shaker for the future. Number one, containers that attach to the bottom of the current bottle. In the spirit of being the best overall universal daily all-purpose bottle, is there a way to also carry some compact protein powder or a small snack in the bottom along with it? To me, that would be making it even more useful, potentially. A small cylinder maybe that can easily be removed or screwed into the bottom in a minimalist kind of way without adding too much bulk or height is what I would envision. And I'd love to see personally that feature does exist on some of the competition out there. Secondly, the grip. I would love to see a rubber-like grip. I know some of their models have this, but I'd love to see that on all the models. I think it'd be a win in my opinion. I personally have this 36-ounce Ice Shaker bottle here, and I absolutely love it. And don't get me wrong, the side grooves here are great and perfectly sufficient for me helping to grip the bottle. But I'm saying that I think a rubber-like grip, might make it even easier to handle, especially when it's full, for example. So, just food for thought that I think Ice Shaker might want to consider. So, in summary, all things being considered, guys, I have not found a 100% perfect shaker bottle out there for my wants and needs, but the Ice Shaker here is pretty darn close. And in my humble opinion, it is the best overall product on the market. I said it earlier, but in terms of practical usage, when you put it all together, this is my Swiss Army knife, my universal daily cup of choice for all things. So there you have it. That's my 2 cents on the Ice Shaker. I really hope that you guys found this helpful, first and foremost, and feedback is a gift. So please let me know what you think. I'd appreciate likes or comments if you feel so inclined. It will definitely help me with future content, hopefully more material going forward. So thanks.